Welcome back, everyone. Before I get started, I know everybody's gonna ask me, hey, what glasses are you wearing? So we're gonna take care of that first. These are heat wave glasses. I think they're called laser face or something like that. So got that out of the way. But now we are here working on the second gen, gonna be welding rig. If you guys have been following along the channel for any amount of time, this is it was a short bed, or it is a short bed, off of my black truck, the original rig that I had, and we are repurposing it and putting it on this here 94 12 valve that I put a manual in. You guys saw the video on that, but it's got a manual now. It did have an automatic. Got a drive shaft made. I put these big old these tires are 315 75 R16 with a 2-inch spacer, and there's not a lot of room, but there should be enough. So I know everybody's gonna ask me all these things, that's why I'm getting them out of the way here first to begin with anyhow. So this bed was on a 2012 Ram 2500, and as you can kind of see, this here matched the frame rails on the other truck, and as you can see, it's there and that's there. So this second gen frame is a little narrower than the other one, so we're having to compensate for that, and we've got to do some kind of fancy maneuvering back here. So let me get where you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So the issue back here is, here's the truck frame right there. There is the bed frame, and right there, that shiny piece ground down right there. And I got this box in the back. This is where my leads go, in the back here. So we can't run a straight cross member like we have everything else up there. We have to do some kind of fancy something or another. I'm thinking about taking a piece of plate and going from right there and then welding to this here deal as well, something like that, to where we get our spacing back here. But other than that, and I know you guys are gonna say, man, that's a lot of tires sticking out, and it's not gonna stay this way. This is more or less just to I'm gonna get the bed mounted up, get it how I want it, and then we can go from there. But more than likely, I'm probably going to customize a lot of this, meaning I'm probably going to cut the side off, come back here, come out, not all the way out to here, but close enough. And then the back of this bed got rear-ended at some point. I know when it happened, but you get the idea. It got rear-ended, so therefore we got some damage there, some damage right there. So we've got to take care of some of the stuff on the back, but I mean, it would be functional as is, and that's kind of my goal. Because if you guys saw the last video, in 2019, we did some trans upgrades to it, and it's got a CP4 pump, and if anybody knows what that is, they are notorious for going bad. So I'm just kind of prepping that I don't want it to get bad. So, you know, if I kind of feel something's off with that truck, I can swap over to this truck and keep on going, because this has got the old 12 valve, you know, those things run forever, you know what I'm saying? But that's the gist of it. So what I'm going to work on now is getting, I will mention, I've got to cut this off. This was the little tray here. It's gonna hit the tire. There's only 2 inches of clearance there before we even got any weight on the thing. So what I'm going to work on now is figuring out where I'm going to bolt this thing, or how I'm going to bolt it down. Definitely got one here, one somewhere in the middle. We're going to have one, you can kind of see, somewhere back there, and we've got to put some in the rear as well. So that's what I'm going to focus on. If you guys are wondering, a couple things. If you see this here, I picked it up wrong with the tractor and tweaked that out of alignment. So I have to cut that out and put a new piece in. But and then also right here up front, I'm going to be putting a just kind of like a big toolbox, more or less, just to kind of hold everything, because this is a single cab. I'm not going to have a lot of room, especially in this cab. Where'd I get grease on me? Especially this cab is not a lot of room in it. So right here is just going to be a nice big toolbox with all kinds of storage for rods, hood, gloves, bevel machines, that sort of stuff. I want to make these boxes bigger. Like I said, I want to probably bump out here eventually, but I'm just going to work on this as I go, meaning I might go ahead and start using it, and then, you know, I can just kind of swap around and you know, okay, I'm going to modify this side, do this side, modify that side. You get the idea. So anyhow, if I had to do it over again, there would be a lot of things I would change about this bed, obviously. But we're reusing what I've already got. That way we can save a little bit of money, and also just kind of gets me on the road quicker. This is going to be a good stopping point for tonight. Got everything tacked down. I'm going to weld everything out better once I get the bed back off, but I'm happy with it. I built this bed, I want to say 6 years ago, I think it was, when I built this thing. So nothing, if you kind of look down it, you know, nothing is really straight and true, and it doesn't really match up with the truck too good. So I'm happy with how it sits. You know, the wheel wells are, they line up decent. So overall pretty happy. But like I said, this is the first bed I built, so there's bound to be some flaws in it. So but yeah, everything's tacked down, welded down. It ain't going nowhere. Got some bolts in it, so take it down the road, see how it rides if I wanted to. I'm gonna get all new lights for this because some of them don't work, and just kind of freshen it up as we go as well. But yeah, overall, let me just show you how I did this rear. If you guys kind of saw with the GoPro, So I had a piece of 2-inch tube. I put that in there for spacer so it wouldn't bind up on me when I go to take it off. But there's a piece of 2-inch up there and a piece of channel, and then it's welded right there to the bottom of the bed frame rail. So that's how I did the back. And then I got 2 bolts here. Just ain't put the other one in. We got another 2 bolt holes right there. We got one there, and then we got one up here as well. For the box I'm going to build, I'll probably put another cross member just like this right up front, and lay a piece of flat plate, go up, make a nice big box here for everything. So anyhow, that's going to do it, I guess, for this video. If you guys are wondering, this is all 3/16 2x2 by 3/16 tube, and I used some 3/8 plate for that in the rear, and then this is obviously just a bolt on their nut on the inside welded, so that way I don't have to hold it whenever I go to put it in. So anyhow, this is where we're gonna leave it, guys. Thanks for watching. And I know if you guys are wondering where the welding trailer is that we started on, I got tires on it, and this is priority right now, so we're gonna get back to it. But it rolls around, and if I needed to, I could take it somewhere. But yeah, we'll get back to that eventually, but this is priority. So anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you all in the next one. Last thing, I promise. If you guys haven't checked out Forney, can you see that? Can you see that? If you guys haven't checked them out, go check it out. I'm really honestly digging this machine quite a bit, and maybe this might be something you guys are looking for. So go check them out if you haven't already.